Good morning. Good morning and happy Thursday. It's Lisa with Ink and Inspirations, and I am a couple of minutes late. My apologies, but was having a little tech issues, but I hope everything is resolved. I'm going to give it a few minutes before I come on camera to let some people spool in. If you're watching, if you will, say hello and let us know where you're watching from. I am so excited to get started today and to be able to finally show you inside the catalog if I need to, and some fun projects with new product combined with some catalog, annual catalog product for some fun projects. So I'm going to give it just another minute or so and let some people find the video and we'll get started. How's everybody doing today? Hi, Susan. Oh, snowy. Yeah, I bet it is. We have a pretty cool morning. Not cool. It's cool compared to how it has been. Hey, Vicki. I'm glad you're here too. It was in the upper 50s this morning. It's been kind of muggy and warm here in Texas, but I know a lot of the country is experiencing some really cold weather and rain. Hey, Diane. Oh, it's raining in Florida. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to come on camera now for a few minutes and just talk to you. So let me switch it out. Hey there. Okay, so it's celebration time and the new mini catalog is launched, and I'm so excited for you to be able to get some new product to work with. The holidays were great in creating all those fun cards and projects, but I'm looking forward to the new and having fun with some of these new stamp sets and dies and punches. So today we're going to be making 3 projects. And I'm going to talk a little bit about an ordering incentive besides what Stampin' Up! Is doing with your earning a free product with each $50 order or $100. There are level 1 gifts or that you can choose, or level 2. Level 1 gifts or with each $50 order. If your order is $100 or more, you can choose 2 $50 or one $100 and so on. Okay, so you can mix and match as you please. I did have someone ask this morning if you can order more than one of an item, like say for instance you want 2 packs of a certain designer celebration paper. Yes, if you have a $100 order and you qualify for 2 $50 level 1, you can get 2 packs of the paper. As long as it's available, you can get as many as you'd like with what you've earned. Okay. So I just placed my order this morning, and again, because I needed some more paper, and I got some of the beautiful celebration paper that is in the celebration book. And let me show you which one has been popular, super popular, and you probably can guess. Hey, Connie. Oh, golfing in 41 degrees. Is it windy? Okay, so this paper here, which is on page 6 of the Stampin' Up! Celebration brochure. Let me move this over so you can see it. This has been probably the most popular item so far. Okay, I've seen among demonstrators and customers just love it. It is absolutely beautiful. Okay, so and this, I got 6 packs of this morning. Just love it. So anyway, let's go ahead and I'm going to flip the camera down so I can talk a little more about another incentive that I'm doing to go with the launch of Saleabration. And as thank you to all my customers who are shopping with me. Okay. All right. Let me flip you down. Okay, here we go. First of all, if you want to screenshot this, this is the new host code for January. Okay. And let me tell you a little bit about host code. When you use the host code, that helps me earn product that I can pass on as gifts to you. Okay, so it's very helpful to me and I really appreciate it. But if your order total is 150 or more before shipping and tax, okay, you don't want to use this code because you will earn Stampin' rewards from Stampin' Up on this 150. This is the host threshold. Say if you were having a party, either online or in person, once you get to this as the host, you would start earning Stampin' rewards on all the orders in a workshop order. But the great thing is, even if you're the only one ordering and you have one order and it's 200, you're going to earn the Stampin' rewards on this, okay? And I will still send you the gift that I promise with using the host code. But do not use the host code because you want to get your freebies, okay? If it's 150 or more, okay? Does everybody understand that? Because I know it can get confusing, but that's the way it works, okay? So get credit for your order, everything, but I want you to get your rewards, okay? So the incentive for today through Monday is using this host code, and with a minimum order of $50 before shipping and tax, I'm going to send you project pack number 3. And what that is the projects I show today, I will send you the kits to create those projects. You will not get any stamped images because that is against Stampin' Up! Policy. So you either have to have the stamp that I use, you need to order it, or you can use something you have at home to complete the projects. And that's totally doable. Okay. So anyway, that's with a $50 order, but it has to be before the end of the day on January 9th, Monday, and I will be sending reminders. Now, another special I'm offering during celebration, because I appreciate you all hanging with me during my year last year with my dad being so sick and subsequently passing away. Hey, Patty. I just wasn't able to focus as much, but I wouldn't trade that time for anything in the world. It was very special to be able to spend all that time with my dad. But what I'm doing is that with each $100 product purchase before shipping and tax on a single order, so you can't combine orders to get this, it has to be at least 100 on one order. I'm going to send you a $10 coupon to use in March of 2023. And it's only redeemable during this month. Okay. So if you have a $200 order, you're going to get two $10 gift certificates or coupons. And I already have this many going out this morning. Okay. So, and you can do it, place $100 order as many times as you'd like during the 2 months of celebration. There's not a limit. If you place a $100 order from me and one single order, you will get a gift certificate for $10 for each $100. Okay. If you have questions about that, let me know. Okay. It's just a thank you from me because I'm so grateful for all of you. Okay. Thank you so much. And if you don't have a demonstrator and you're looking for one, I'd be happy to serve you, and let me know if you need a catalog. I do have some catalogs and celebration brochures that I have ready to go out if you need one. So just message me on Facebook or send me an email at lisa@inkandinspirations.com. Okay, let's get started. So I was so busy placing orders this morning, I looked at the clock and it was already, let me do this first. It was already 10 o'clock and I had no makeup. Hair was like this from my sleeping and my robe on. And I said, Jackie, I have got to get ready. I have a lot. He goes, okay, so that means just stay out of your way, right? I said, yes. So anyway, he's been sick the last few days and he got some medicine yesterday and he's feeling so much better. So he's outside in the back house doing some work. So hopefully we'll have a little peace and quiet. Not that he ever bothers anyway, right? Okay. So I'm going to try to decide what project I want to do first. And I think I'm going to do the Valentine. Okay, so I have shown this bundle already, and I'm going to flip back so you can see the full screen. I know that's what y'all like. And it is just beautiful. Okay, if you missed it, these are the 2 cards that I've made and showed in this fun fold. You can find this video either on Facebook or YouTube. And so I just love it. Okay, it's just so pretty. But today I wanted to do something that I had seen very trendy in the last, once I've been looking at samples and things. And so you'll see what I mean in just a minute. So let me get started. I need to get my card for reference. So let me see here. Okay, so I am starting with a sweet sorbet base. It's cut at 5.5 by 8.5. And also these pieces that you see, this is what you'll get in the kit. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Patty. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm going to fold it in half and give it a good crease with my bone folder, wherever that is. So I didn't get a chance to really line up everything. And then once I got online trying to get the video set up, oh my goodness, it's like taking forever. The internet was slow, and it's like, oh my goodness, I'm going to be late. Okay, so we have that. Next, I have a piece of basic white, 3.25 by 4.25. Okay, so we're going to do some additions to this, but first I want to go ahead and we're going to make this a landscape card, and I am going to get a piece of scrap paper, okay, and get my stamp. So I'm using this one that's the floral and the hearts mix. Let me show you. I'll show you on the front right here. Using that, and we're going to do like a background here, which is something I suggest you do when you don't have designer paper. You can kind of give the look of this, you know, with stamping on your card base. So I'm just going to mount that on my clear block, and I'm going to get this sweet sorbet. Well, here it is. Sorry for all the racket. I have all my supplies in a basket. Hey, Cindy. Thanks for tuning in. All right. So here we go. I've got the sweet sorbet, and I'm going to do a border around the edge. Okay. So I'm going to do this a little more. Okay. So let's ink this up. Wrong way, Lisa. Okay. And I'm just going to go around the perimeter of the card front. Kind of changing positions of the stamp just to give some interest. You don't want it all going the same way, just so that it looks like a scattered stamp of these hearts and flowers. And we're wanting to concentrate on the border, but if it goes up into the center, that doesn't matter. Okay. All right, let's see. And I'm inking up each time. You can see that was a little lighter because I didn't get ink all over the stamp, but that's okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so now we have that. Okay, that's kind of like our background. I'm going to wipe my stamp off a little bit and set it. Let's see, I'm going to put it, I don't think I need that again, but I'm going to leave it. Okay, so we have that. And this 3.25 by 4.25 piece of basic white is going to go in the center like that. So you see how that frames it out? Isn't that pretty? And very simple. Okay, stamps, ink, and paper. All right, so now I am using the Country Gingham paper. that's on page 9 of the mini catalog. It's this one right here with Stampin'. This is the January to May mini catalog from Stampin' Up! 2023 with our copyrighted images. Just so pretty. I love this gingham paper, y'all. It's gorgeous, okay? And so versatile. You can use it for anything. And their colors are so soft. So let me get out what I'm using here. So I decided to pick like the four colors, one pattern from the 4 colors. And it doesn't matter. You can choose whatever you'd like, whatever combination you'd like. And these are cut 1 by 3. So you can get quite a few of these out of that 6 by 6 pad, which that's what this designer paper comes in, a 6 by 6 pad of 48 sheets. And I believe, if I'm correct, it's 8 sheets each of, yes, 6 double-sided designs. So you get lots of good paper in there. Okay. And then I'm going to move this, bring this back in. That messiness out from underneath there. And then I'm going to glue these over top. Now, I've been seeing lots of designs with strips of paper. Have y'all been seeing that? I have. It's just so pretty and very good way to use your small pieces of designer paper. So I'm just going to line these up. And when I was creating this card, it was like, you know, this is mint macaron, this is blue, this is, what is that? Petal pink, and sorbet, sweet sorbet. I didn't want to put the reddish and the greenish together because it reminded me of Christmas. I know that's crazy, but that's what I always do. I thought, oh, that might look like Christmas. So anyway, okay, I'm going to get some liquid glue. And you have a tiny border all the way around, okay, so of the basic white. So I'm going to kind of sparingly put some glue there. Remember, less is more when you're using the glue. And I'm going to get it pretty close to the edge over here. Okay. Next, I'm going to take this piece that's going to go on this side and put it over here. And I'm leaving that top and bottom about the same, okay? Then we're going to do this, and we're going to do this. And so that leaves just a hair of a space between the strips. And you could cut your basic white differently, so if you wanted to have a bigger space, but I wanted this pretty tight in here, so I'm going to get where it's just a hair. And you could even do that if you wanted to have them touching, which this is almost, but no, it has a little bit of a hair space in there. All right, let's get that in there. Okay, so pretty cute, huh? All right, kind of like a quilt, and that's going to go right there. Okay, so this is a pretty simple card, but this is the focal point because it's just a beautiful background with those different colors in that gingham. Okay, also in your kit, you're going to get some punch pieces, and I'm going to show you, like I have some scrap Whisper White, some scrap Whisper White, not Whisper White, Lisa, basic white, scrap Petal Pink, and scrap Sweet Sorbet. So what I did is I ran these 2 scraps through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine with the embossing folders, okay? And I'll have those listed when I post this. It'll be on my blog later today, okay? And I'm just going to punch, using the punch that goes with this bundle, the largest heart out of these 2. So I'm just going to come over here. And in the kit, you will get your punched heart. Okay. Let's see. I try to go in like at an angle and get that pretty embossing and punch. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the sweet sorbet piece. Let's slide this in and punch. Okay, so you get two looks because the embossing folders are two different impressions. Now, I want the smallest heart out of basic white, so I'm going to slide this little strip in. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it like this so I'll get the big heart if I want it for another use. Okay, so I'm going to use the little heart on our card front. Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and start building. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the card front. Just going equidistant from side to side and top to bottom. And where did my little heart go? Did I do something with it? Oh my goodness, Lisa. Okay, let me see. Let me punch another one because it has disappeared. Is it in front of my nose somewhere? Okay, let me find another scrap. There we go. Yeah, they kind of fly all over the place, so there we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the two hearts and play with it and kind of layer up. Okay, so I've got that. I want that kind of angled and in the center because I'm going to put a little sentiment right down here. And let's see. I'm going to do that. And I think I'm going to pop the sorbet one up on dimensionals. So let's put this one down with liquid glue. And this one's going to pop up with Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm finding these little dimensional papers in the hallway. I thought, oh my goodness, I need to sweep. You know, you think you put them all in the trash and they always sneak out somehow. Probably stuck on a sock but it really stands out on my vinyl floors. Okay, I'm going to come down a little bit, angle that, overlap a bit, and bam. Okay, so it gives it that dimension. Okay, so next I'm going to take the little heart and I want it in the center here. But if I glue it, it's going to be floating on this side. And if I put it here, it's going to be cattywampus. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our dimensionals and we're going to cut a small piece from the border. Okay. I said I was going to. Let's try that again. And I'm going to put it behind this side because that's where there is some space because this one is popped up. Okay, and then on this side that's going to glue to the popped up heart, I'm going to put a little bit of glue. So then when you put it on, it's even as far as it's not cattywampus. Okay, all right, there's that. Now let's see what else. I have a small 1/2 inch strip of pale petal pink I am having so much trouble with names today. What is the deal? Okay. All right. So let me get some of this trash off my desk. Okay. 1/2 inch strip. And then on this one, I'm going to put, I think I'm going to do For You again, because this is just going to be a Valentine's Day card. Here's the stamp. Let me get my little block. And we're going to stamp this in Sweet Sorbet on the petal pink. Okay. So let me see here. I'm just going to flag one end of it after I get it stamped. So I'm going to put it about 1/2 inch or not a little less from the edge, like that. And then I'm going to just cut a banner like this. And I'm going to put that right there. Okay. Now in your kit, if you place a minimum $50 order by the end of the day, January 9th, it will not include any gems or rhinestones or anything. You can use whatever you have. Okay. It'll just have the punched pieces and the cut cardstock and everything you need to assemble it. So let me see if I can find some gems that I want to put on there. And of course, the ones I'm looking for are not where they need to be, of course. And I thought, I'm going to put this right here so it'll be handy for me tomorrow. So let me grab my gem box. And I'm going to put this will be cute, our heart pearls. Let's do that. These are in the annual catalog. And then I'm going to show you how I finish the inside too. Okay. So let me see. I think I want one of these shiny ones. So let me get mine. Take your pick and get one of these big shiny hearts. Put it right there in the middle. Okay, that's sweet. Okay, now let's finish the inside really quick. Or I thought I was going to. Here it is. Four by 5 1/4. And I'm going to stamp the Happy Valentine's Day on the inside. Get my and I'm going to stamp that in Sweet Sorbet. Thank you, Patty. Just like that. And then I'm going to take this outline heart that's in the set. Thank you, Connie. This one right here, this outline. And I'm going to put this one right underneath, right here. Okay. Then let's glue that on the inside, and that one will be done. Okay, let me open this up. The sweet, simple Valentine card. You could mass produce them by cutting those strips, those 1 by 3 strips of the gingham paper, and getting all your pieces ready. And you'll see how easy it is if you place your order and get the kit, okay? Okay, there is our first card. All right. All right, I've got to clean up a little bit, and we're going to start the next one. But in the meantime, how about I ask you a question? Okay, I'm sure that many of you have seen the catalog either online or you have one. What's your favorite stamp set or bundle in that catalog? And put it in the comments, okay? Thank you, Vicki. It's a sweet card. It's simple but sweet, okay? And just love it. I'm going to have my stack of Valentines ready to go. I'm cleaning up, so leave your in the comment. Thank you, Patty. Leave your comment with what your favorite stamp set or bundle is. And who knows, I might do a drawing later. Okay, I'm putting my stamps up, y'all, because if I don't, you know me, I'll be looking for it, and then I'll find it months later. It happens, right? Okay, I'm going to take on my little pieces. Okay, nobody has a favorite stamp set or bundle? Oh, my goodness. I don't see any. Alphabet dies. Oh, I love them. Yes, Patty. Yes, I love the dies. It's awesome. Okay, I think I'm getting pretty clear here and be able to start. Nope, one more stamp. What did I do with the stamp set? Here it is. On the form bundle, Diane. Yes. Okay, Diane, I'm going to be wanting to see some cards you make with that. Diane is on my team, and we'd love to have you if you want to join our team too. There's a great special going on. I'll be talking about that later. But yeah, that's precious. So cute. Okay, y'all. So this is how goofy I am. Here's the gems I was looking for. Hello, Lisa. They were right where they were supposed to be, in the box. But you know, when I'm doing these videos, it's kind of like I can't see the forest for the trees. The thistle, the gnomes, and St. Patrick's Day. Yes, Dainty Delight is beautiful, Vicki, and especially because of that paper. So these are the embossing folders that I used on those hearts. Okay, I think this is honeycomb, and this is time worn type. All right. Next, we're going to make a little calendar. Okay. Get all this straight here. I'm going to get my Simply Scored out. And I'm going to be using these two stamp sets. Beautifully Happy. Alphabest is in the annual catalog. But this is a celebration stamp set. It's beautiful. And this is free with a $100 order. It's a level 2. Okay. But it's worth it. The sentiments are beautiful. And I love the script. And they're small. And I love two-step stamping. Was one of my first techniques, so to speak, that I learned when I first became a stamper. And it's such an easy way to stamp. I love it. Okay, so let me get my kit out here and my okay, so I'm going to show you the stamp set in here. Here it is. Beautifully Happy, free with a $100 purchase, and you can see the beautiful samples in here. Okay. All right, let's get going. Okay, so I have a piece of fresh freesia cut at 4 1/4 by 11. Okay, and I'm going to score it at 5 1/2. I have little Post-its to remind me to do stuff later today. All over the place. Okay, so I'm going to use my bone folder, I think, to, here it is, score this. 5.5. Okay, let's go ahead and fold that. Okay, and then we have a piece, another piece of fresh freesia, and this is cut at 4 by 4 1/4, and I'm going to score it at 1/2, 2, and 3 1/2 on the 4-inch side up here at the top. Okay, let me go ahead and put that in here. Move my Post-it, and 1/2, 2, and 3 1/2. Okay, so that's 2 pieces of the same color cardstock. All right, let's see, what else do I need? Let's put this up. I'm going to go ahead and assemble this part so it can be ready to go. Get this straight here, and I'm going to fold up. I'm double checking myself here. These are valley folds. This is a mountain fold, valley fold. Okay, so when you get through, it's like that. It's kind of like a W. Okay, and so then we're going to glue this small tabs to each side here. Okay, on one side, and try to do it flush with the bottom, and then I'm going to glue this one to this side. That's going to be our easel, and I've got it backwards. Lisa, okay, no I don't. That's right. I get so confused. Okay, no, that's wrong, Lisa. The mountain goes inside. I just needed to turn it around. All right, like this. It's still a W. I could have just turned it, but it was confusing me. Like this. Okay? All right. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue. I probably had that right initially, y'all. It's just that my brain. Okay. Then we're going to glue this over here on this side. And the mountain is like that and makes that easel. Okay. It's like after all these years of doing videos, I still get flustered if I'm thinking I'm doing something wrong. And you know, we all do the oopses, right? And it's like, oh, Lisa. Okay, so now we have this. It's going to stand up like that, okay? All right, let's see. I'm going to call this my front, and I'm going to give it a good crease with my bone folder. Okay. All right, next I have, I can go ahead and put this on. A piece, this is the Dainty Designs Designer Series paper. Let me show you that. That is with a $100 order too, and I'm going to say you need it. Look at it. It's just got all these different patterns, some florals, and you get 48 sheets, 4 each, of 12 double-sided designs. This is on page 14 of the Stampin' Up! Celebration brochure 2023. 48 sheets, 12 by 12, okay? And look, it has all these beautiful colors in it. I mean, look at the back side. So you could use the floral or this, but I love the calypso in there with it, okay? So that's what's going to be the background. Let's go ahead and put that on. You know, I talk about all these years of doing videos. I have over 1,000 videos on my YouTube channel. It's like, oh my goodness, and more to come. So I just love it. I love doing this. Okay, so now we have that. That's going to be our backdrop. Now, in your kit, you will also get a piece of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 basic white that you can use for stamping and cutting and the sentiment and whatever we're doing here. Where is my calendar? Here it is. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this main image here, this one, and then the 2-step stamps as well. So let me mount all of these. Okay, we have that. And then we have, what else do I need? Oh, yes. This floral that's going to stamp over. I'll use this block. And then I need the leaf. I'll mount that. Don't you love how they have the, you know, what am I trying to say? The designs or the image, the graphic of the image, so that you know if you have all your stamps in there or not. There are the leaves. And then we need these little blossom thingies, a little round. Okay, need all of those. So when I was designing this, I decided that I didn't want to use Memento black ink or anything really dark. Okay, so I decided to stamp the image in Sahara Sand, which is one of our light neutrals. Okay. Let's move this out of the way. All right. So I'm going to take my ink pad and lay the stamp down flat and ink it that way, since it's a larger stamp. Okay. Then I'm going to put this right over here to the right because I'm going to be fussy cutting this out. So if you don't have this stamp, I can't send you the image, but if you don't have it, you could use any other floral image to decorate your calendar. Okay. Now let's go ahead and stamp our color onto our flowers. So you see this shape, you see where that little flower is, you know, that's going to go over that, the bigger blossom in the center. So I'm just showing you here how you can line it up with the photopolymer. Okay, so up there, right here, and you just line them all up, and be sure you look at all the different blossoms to make sure you have it right. Okay, and that is going to be, we're going to use fresh freesia. One of our in colors. So ink that up, and I'm going to line it up. I'm probably going to stand up so I can see it better. So I've got that blossom, that top blossom, the middle one, and then the 2 sides. Let the ink transfer and pull it up. See how that, isn't that pretty? Okay, now let's do this part right here, which is going to be green. So got that, and I'm using Old Olive. And let's ink this up. I'm going to give myself a little okay. So it's going to cover this part here, and then these. Okay. So let me ink it up in Old Olive. And then I'm going to come hover over it, line it up because I can see the images, and stamp. Okay. Isn't that a great? I love it. Hey, Marilyn, it's okay, girl. We're just taking it easy and having fun stamping. You can, Marilyn, I did ask a question a while ago about what's your favorite stamp set or bundle, if you've seen the catalog or have a catalog. You type it in the comments. Okay, here are the big leaves. So I'm going to line it up. And just a tip, it's easier to stand up and do this. Okay. So I just love it. Now we still have some stems. So what I like to do on that is I'm looking for my Old Olive Stampin' Right marker. No, blends, my Stampin' blends. Okay. And you can see I'm a little off here, but that's okay. It is totally okay. Okay, so I'm just going to take my light Old Olive Stampin' blends and color the stems. Okay. Then I have my light So Saffron, and I'm going to color the center of the flower yellow. Okay. So now we're going to fussy cut it out. And I'm just going to cut around, not get too detailed, but kind of go the shapes around the leaves. Okay. So, you know, if you don't, a lot of times we have stamp sets with coordinating dies to cut out these intricate designs. This one does not, but, you know, if you're a beginner or you don't have a die cutting machine, this is totally okay to do this. In fact, I mean, I've looked at some stamp sets in the catalog that I love, and I think I don't really need the dies. You know, either I like the sentiments or, you know, the images alone just stamped. And there are some that I'm considering not getting the dies to because I'm thinking of how I would use it the most. And that's what you have to think about, just to make the most of your purchases, you know. But the dies are great to run through the machine and not have to do this. But, you know, scissors work too. So whatever you choose is fine. So while I'm doing this, I'll talk a little bit about the join offer for Stampin' Up! During Celebration. There are 3 options. The first option is for $129. You can purchase the starter kit and get the new boho, the new color of the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, plus $175 in product of your choosing. Okay. Option 2 is basically the same offer, but it's for the little white mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And option 3 is no Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, but for $99, which is our usual price for the starter kit, you get to choose $175 worth of product. And that goes through the end of February. And we would love to have you on our Stars team if you so choose to do that. So if you have questions, just let me know. Okay, there's that. Okay, and then I'm going to get, we're getting pretty much all together here. Everything coming together. So in your kits, I'll have the little 2023 calendar, and then the backing for that is 3 1/4 by 2 1/2. And if you just started watching, I'm offering the project kits for these 3 projects I'm doing today with a minimum $50 order by the end of the day, Monday, January the 9th. Okay. All right, so that is going to go here. Then I wanted as much of my flower to show. Okay, so you can arrange this however you'd like. If you're using this image, which, you know, if you have the stamp set, you can use it, or you can use another floral image and just put it up here. Okay, but I'm going to give you 4. Let me show you the finished calendar. I'm going to give you 4 punch pieces here, okay, for the 2023. If you may not want to use those, and that's fine. You can write 2023 if you don't have the stamp set. It's totally up to you, okay? So, but let's go ahead and get this assembled. And I want to put the flower on first. So I want as much of those beautiful leaves to show. So I'm going to do it like that. Let's go ahead and get this on. Little glue, not too close to the edge so it doesn't squish out. And put it as high up as I can on that designer paper. Vicki, I can email that link to you, okay? If you want to know where the calendars are, I can email the link where I got the calendars. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Bring that close down. Let's go ahead and glue this on. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp 2023. Let me show you the punch. This had been on back order for a while. I think you're welcome. I think it's available again, but if not, it's supposed to be available this week. I didn't check. So I'm going to stamp these in Old Olive. So it's a great Alpha Best stamp set. So I need the 2, the 0, and the 3. So let me see. So you see I have just a strip of paper. So I need 2 2s. And then my goodness, Lisa. The 0 and the 3. Here's the 3. Put that up. And then we need the 0 for 20. I'm putting those stamps right back where I got them, so I don't even use them, you know, these tiny stamps. Okay. Now, I used this stamp set on Lila's birthday card. I stamped out her name and then, you know, made her card with her name on it. I think I did Clara's too. I can't remember. All right, there we go. So let me see. I'm just going to arrange those like this. And you don't have to put the year if you don't want to, but I'll send you the punched basic white pieces in case you just want to write it, or if you have the stamp set. I don't want to cover up that flower. How do I do this? Oh, I'm going to angle it. I'm going to start here. There we go. That's pretty good. It covers part of the flower, but that's okay. So I'm just putting glue and laying it back down. It's always good to, position your pieces on your card before you glue to make sure it's going to fit whatever is in your mind's eye. Because sometimes, you think, oh yeah, I'm going to do this. Regency Park, something fancy, beside me. All of those are great. Yes. Thank you, Marilyn, for commenting that. Okay. Okay. All right. So there is the calendar. Okay. All right. I'm going to be putting my stamp set. So I'm going to ask another question, and you can write your answers in the comments. What is your favorite celebration item? Either $50 or $100, level 1 or level 2. Type it in the comments. I want to know. And I bet you I know what it is, but maybe not. Might be a stamp set, might be paper. And if you want to put favorite stamp set and favorite paper, if it's tied, you can do that. I'm just curious. Very curious. Okay, I'm putting my things away so we can last project. Let me get the stamps put up. The adorable owls. Boy, have those been popular. Yeah. It's a cute set. Okay, I'm going to put this over that. Dainty Flowers DSP. I knew that one would come up. Oh, yeah. I don't have my hands on it yet, but one of my team members, and I've seen some others online, but one of my team members made some beautiful cards. The Dainty Flowers too. Dainty Flowers. Yep. Okay, let's see. That. I think that's everything there. And I got all my letters back in my alphabet stamp set. Owls and favored flowers. Okay, favored flowers. Is that one? Is that the? See that name? Oh, yes, Connie. Yes. This is page 11 of the Celebration 2023 catalog from Stampin' Up. Beautiful copyrighted images. And yeah, that's gorgeous. One of my favorite UK demonstrators made some cards with this. Simple but gorgeous. So, yes, that is very pretty too. Dainty Flowers DSP Dainty Delight Bundle. Yep. I figured you'd say that, Vicki. Yeah. Okay. Let me get my... Oh, I didn't put all my stamps up, y'all. Okay. Beautifully Happy. Yes, Marilyn. It is gorgeous. This is a beautiful stamp set. It really is. And, I've heard, we have so many flowers, but that's what everybody likes, are the flowers. I mean, that's probably the favorite. That's why we have so many flower stamp sets. You know what I like? I haven't gotten it yet, is the thistle. because it's different. It's a different kind of flower. Y'all know which one I'm talking about? Let me see. Show you if I can find it here. I go to the back so I can, yeah, page 60. I love this one because it's a different kind of floral. This one. I love it. I mean, look at that. Of course, their samples, you know, were just gorgeous. But I love it because it's a different kind of floral, the wildflower. Love it. And the sentiments are beautiful. Okay. So I'll probably be getting that sometime. Whew. Okay. Okay, let's see. I've got little papers everywhere. Okay, so this next stamp set bundle I'm using is one of my favorites too. I have so many favorites, y'all. It's just too cute. Playing in the rain. Playing in the rain. So let's get started here. I'm using the stamp set, and I'm going to be cutting out. I've already cut out the dies, so I don't have to take my time to do that. But this coordinating embossing folder, I forget what it's called, but y'all know. And the dies that go with it are so cute. And the designer paper. I'm also going to be using this Best Trio tag punch. This is carried over from the holiday catalog. Okay. All right, let's get going. Okay. I'm using Balmy Blue for the base, and it's cut 5.5 by 8.5. Okay. And let me move this out of the way. Find the stamps that I need. Here's Balmy Blue. And then I'm going to need Pimento Black. So getting that out. Okay. We're going to do some background stamping on this as well. Okay. So let me move that. 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25. And I love these little raindrop stamps. Okay, right here. Okay, I'm going to mount those on a clear block. And I love the way they designed this stamp, and I'm going to show you why. It makes it just easy for us when we're making an all-over design without having a big background stamp. You know what I mean? Okay. So this is Balmy Blue on Balmy Blue. Let's ink it up. I think I'm going to do it like this. So I'm going to stamp up here. Let me get scratch paper so I don't dirty up my grid sheet. I have a drawer next to my work area that I keep all these little pieces of scrap paper here. All right, let's try it again. Okay, so I'm going to stamp. And you see that little hook there? Look how you can fit it right that it previously stamped. This one fits right in there. Bam. See? So it scatters your raindrops. It doesn't look like a straight row. Look. Bam. I love it. And so I'm going all the way down, making like a border piece. You know, and then if you want to, you can come back and put extra. Like if I want some raindrops here. I hear Jackie hammering. No telling what's going on. Okay. All right, let's do it down the other side. Open this up. that little hook. I love it. Okay. Trying to decide if I need more. I don't think I do. Oh my goodness, did I not cut my designer paper? I probably didn't. It's okay. I'll get it. So I'm using the not dainty designs, y'all. The what is that I showed y'all in that big stack of paper? I'll get these names down. Yeah, Dandy Designs. Dandy Designs. Let me get my paper. Here it is. So this is another look. That's the in blue and macaron. You see that? I'm going to use this side. But when you get your paper, if you want to use this side, you can. Okay. But I'm gonna flip and I'm gonna use this side. So the choice is yours. And you see, I have enough border on both sides for that. So that's already cut to size. So I just didn't put it in the right spot. And I need to leave this open because we're going to do some more. I'm going to go ahead because we're just going to be building up off of this designer paper. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on the card front. What happened to my glue? Goodness. I left the top off. That's what happened. Yeah, but when I'm working, I try to put the top on and leave it on its side on my work area. And that keeps it from clogging up usually. But I didn't do it on the last time. Okay, so that's Balmy Blue, a check over the Balmy Blue base. And now I'm going to set this aside and hopefully not lose it. It's right in front of me. And I'm going to take my other pieces here and show you. Okay. Let me back up. So I wanted you to have the look if you got the kit and you didn't have the stamp set. So you will get a piece of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 to put with the embossing folder underneath. Okay. But I decided to use this on here. You'll also get the designer paper, so you can put the designer paper, but you'll get this if you qualify for the kit. Okay. I was confusing myself there, but I changed my mind at the last minute because I loved these stamped raindrops. Okay. So now the next part I want to show you is the 2 by 4 piece that is in the kit. And I'm going to use the Best Trio Punch and make a tag top looking. So I'm using this curvy one, and you have these guides on both sides here. So that's how you know you have your paper in place. You must be flush, butted up against each of those guides here and here, the flat side of your paper, and then punch. Okay. All right, then we're going to do it on the other side. Flip it, put it up against those guides, okay, top and the side over here. You can feel it when it butts up against it. And then you have a tag top, okay. Cute, huh? You can also use this to just have an angle at the top, angle tag top. And then this cuts the little slit. So a great way to make little tags with one punch, 2 different kinds. All right, here's this. And we're going to, let me see, get everything out here. I decided to I wanted you to be able to make this and be so cute if you didn't have the stamp set. So I'm using images from this designer paper. Now, is that not precious? And there are dies that cut these out, but you're going to be able to fussy cut yours out to use on the front of a card. Okay. So you'll get, if you qualify for the kit, you'll get one of these animals. Okay. They'll be different, but you'll get one of them. And I think I cut out this, the fox, because I hadn't used it yet, and some flowers. Okay, you can use those if you like. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to use this little animal on this card. So, but first, we're going to prep this by stamping raindrops on it. If you don't have the stamp set, you can take and sponge like blue for sky and green for the bottom, and it's cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and I've got my ink pad to the side and I'm stamping like blindly. I'm not even looking. I'm just sticking my hand over here and tapping it. Okay, I'm going to go all the way down with it. And this one I'm scattering myself. You know, you don't have to. You can stamp however you want, but we're going to cover up part of those raindrops with the little fella. So, okay. So we have that. Now, I'm going to be using this guy, and I'm probably going to cut out this puddle, okay, to use on there as well. And then I'm going to show you what I'll do with it. And I've also got 3 clouds that you can use just the die cuts, okay, and I'm going to show you how I use that. But for this card, I went ahead and stamped. But I can't send you the stamped clouds, so you just get the clouds, okay? But I'll show you how you can make that work without the stamped image. Okay, and now, what do I do with my scissors? My goodness, here they are, where they're supposed to be. Let's go ahead and cut this out. So, did everybody put their favorite celebration in? It's really, I love the papers. I don't have the form set, but I got the form papers because I think I can work with that and make a card just with the paper, the free paper. So I love it. Is it Diane? Are you the one with the form set? The likes the form set? I love it too. And I can't wait to see what some of you make with that. What I like about the form paper, dainty flowers, Susan, yes. Okay, Diane, yeah. It's great for scrapbook pages. Oh my goodness. So cute. So is this paper. You know, it has a scene. I'll show you in a minute. It has a scene with a flat sky and the flowers at the bottom. If you haven't seen it, it's adorable. Papers, y'all. Our papers are just next to none. They impress me every time. Okay, so, you know, when the motorcycle suite, I forget what it's called. That paper is gorgeous. Okay, trust me. It's beautiful. The effects, we have so many specialty papers this time, and the price is a little higher on it, but oh, so worth it. Okay, look how cute he is. Oh, did I throw in I did. Where is my puddle? I'm going to cut the puddle out too. So I know I'm going long today, but it's a special day, right? I knew it was going to go longer. Okay, so I'm cutting out the puddle. And I'm going to put that down here. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I want to simulate the ground. So you can either sponge or take your Stampin' Blends. Let's see. My old olive is almost out of ink. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to color. So you could use Stampin' Right markers. You could use Stampin' Blends. You could sponge this with your, what do you call it, blender brushes. Okay. Doesn't have to be perfect and solid. In fact, it looks better if it's not. And there are dies with like grasses and stuff that I haven't played with yet. That's going to go there. I'm going to put this little puddle right here. He is cute. All right, let me put my puddle down first. And most of the animals have either, I think they all have a puddle near them or they're in a puddle, something like that. So I'm going to put him here. Oh, he's so cute. And I decided just to leave that white since there's so much balmy blue behind him. So see, he's going right there. Isn't that cute? All right, and then let's see, the clouds. I'm going to do the clouds like this. I think I'm going to get my balmy blue Stampin' Blends. Yeah. So I'm going to show you either both ways if you don't have the stamper you do. So I'm just going to kind of do these highlights and go around. Just like that. So there are 3 different sizes of clouds. Okay, so I just went around it to give it a little bit of color. If you don't have the stamp set when you get the clouds, you can just take your Stampin' Blends, and what I found works best is just to kind of go around the edge of it, brushing it, just to give it a little bit of color. You could sponge it if you wanted to, and I'm going to show you a finished card that I did like this in a minute. Okay, so you could use it like that. But since I stamped it, I'm going to go ahead and use that side. Let's see. First, though, I want to attach my ribbon because a cloud might be over it. So, get a little piece of ribbon. And my ribbon scissors are here. And let me go. Oh, I stabbed myself. Ouch. These scissors are sharp. Okay. So I'm going to do like this. You could punch a hole and put it through the tag, but I didn't want that much dimension on the card. You know, it would really pop it up. So you can tape it back here or adhere it somehow. I used tear and tape on one card. Or you can staple this, unless it's going to a child. Don't use a staple on a card, okay? That's just my recommendation. But I'm going to staple that there. Just with any stapler. That's our old Stampin' Up! Stapler that we offered at one time. That's going to go like that. And let's see what we're going to do with the clouds. I'm going to put one up here. I'm going to do the same thing we did on that other card with the... I need to go ahead and put this guy down, so not let him be floating all over the place. I'm just coming up a little bit from the bottom. I don't want my ribbon extending beyond. Okay. Now that's on. So I think I'm going to put a little bit of glue here. And this is the largest cloud I'm putting over the staple. I'm kind of covering that staple. But it would be okay if you didn't. That. And I put the dimensional behind this side of the cloud. And then on this one, is there room for a big? Yep. Probably could use 2 small mini dimensionals. Would work better. Let's see, let's do this. And then I'll put this one up here. Mr. Brown just a hammering. I don't know what he's doing. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, cute. All right, so next I'm going to do the sentiment. And I'm going to have just a scrap piece for you to do that on. Let me find a scrap piece that I've been cutting on. So let me get my sentiment out. I don't know whether to put, I think I'm going to do Oh Happy Day on this one. The other ones I'd use the Rainy Days or Better With You. But I think I'm going to use Oh Happy Day. I know I don't need to sing. It reminds me of Sister Act when they sing Oh Happy Day. When I saw this sentiment. I'm aging myself, I know, but some of you, I talked to a young person the other day that had never seen Sister Act with Whoopi Goldberg. What is that? I said, oh, you have to watch it. My girls have seen it. They've seen a lot of the older movies. Okay, I'm going to cut around this. Okay. And I'm just, cutting curvy edges. You could cut it straight if you wanted to, but I thought it would just add a little bit of interest with the curviness. And then I still have some ink on my raindrops here, so I'm going to stamp over it. Okay. And I think I'm going to pop that up with dimensionals too, since we got the dimensionals going. My desk is a mess. Okay. So now that. And that. And then on the inside, did I do anything yet? No, you will get the inside you're going to finish out, or this is how I finished it out. I cut a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white, and I cut out these flowers and put them at the bottom. Okay. All right. So here's one with the bunny on it. And something I did on these clouds too that aren't stamped. You see how I went around it with the blue just a little bit to give it a little bit of color. I went over it with a Wink of Stella pen. I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but it's there. Oh, that's dark. Okay. So here's he, and I cut, see, he's in a little puddle, and I've got my color down here. All right. Now, let me show you something on the paper. Hang with me now. You know, you have some of these at the bottom where it's cut off. Okay, and I still wanted to use it. And like this little guy here, I haven't tried him yet, but I'm gonna use him somehow. Okay, but I wanted to show you. It's there's I think a couple of turtles, and on the side a fox and a turtle that are partial images, but you can still use them. Let me show you. Thank you, Barbara. Okay, so here's the turtle that I cut off the bottom. He didn't have his feet. So what I did is I stamped some of the flowers in the stamp set, or you can cut out some of the flowers on the designer paper, and I mounted them up on dimensionals over it. So I could still use that turtle, and see how cute? And on this one, I stamped the puddles and then colored around it, colored in blue. Okay. So there's 3 cards. This one just has the background without the designer paper. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I like being able to use those. Images are so cute, and they have they're like shiny. They have like an embossed look on part of them. So I want to show you some of that paper that I was talking about with the got ink pads open everywhere, y'all. Let me show you. Okay, so in this pack, you also have a sheet with other animals that are not in the stamp set, plus the turtle again. So look at these guys. You could do the same thing. Look, you got a little dog, and look at that little pig. Isn't that cute? Oh, thank you, Barbara. I'm glad it's helpful. Isn't that cute? And look at the clouds in this. But look, they're happy. This guy's like, I don't know. But so you can cut those out too. And you can find a way to, look, here's a partial again. You could use him somehow. Okay. And then, this is the piece that I cut out. But let me show you this one. That's an excellent scrapbook page. This one. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay. And the back of that is just a check. Gingham look. And then we have these umbrellas. Look at the shine in that. Cute. And the dies in this set, although I don't see any of them in here. There's a kite. A kite. And here's rainy paper with some glossiness in it. And the back is I think that's a Flirty Flamingo print. There's the little animals with the dogs and the pigs again. There's another rainy paper. Isn't that pretty? And then the back, I love this. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so the paper, y'all, is like, the proof is in the paper. It is just amazing. And it's not just this set. It's all of them. What's another one? The shells, the seashell set. I don't know the name of it. That paper is gorgeous because the one side is real beachy themed. The other side is, is like gorgeous. It's just it's a 6x6 pad, and I'm trying to find it real quick. Hang with me. Okay, so this is that by the bay. That's what it's called, by the bay. Look at this. Okay. That. I mean, you can use it. Look at that. I mean, it has that water bay side theme. Look at this. That reminds me of The Chosen. Has anybody watched The Chosen with the by the bay? Thank you, Diane. Okay, so see, there's the little birds, but the paper is so pretty and can be used for anything. Look at that. It's a beach. Look. Isn't that gorgeous? It reminds me of that paper we had that was so popular last year. Shells. Look at that. Another. Okay, then there's shells on this one. And then a wood grain on the back side. See what I mean? This. Love this one. Noticed I kind of froze there for a minute. Look at that. Just gorgeous. So don't right off the papers, because it's like, because any of the papers you can use with anything. There's a way. The flip side can work. Okay, so of course I got all of them, but because, oh man, I just need to get busy creating like stacks of cards. So anyway, let me come back on here. So if you have any questions, let me know and I'll answer them at some point. I had so much fun with creating for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. I was a little frazzled at some point, but it's like, when I can't find my stuff, but anyway, it all went well. I hope you enjoyed the cards. Let me bring those back in. Okay. So here was our, where do I get my ideas? Girl, everywhere, everywhere. A lot of times I'll look back at a card that I made, Susan, and then I'll recreate it. Or I'll see a layout that someone has done on a card, like on Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest. And I'll think, okay, I'm going to use this set and these papers and go with it. And it may end up looking nothing like it, but it's a starting point. Another really good starting point is look at the samples in the catalog, okay? And go from there. Like, you can use this layout, but with a totally different stamp set. But you have the idea, okay? So I just kind of go with it. And thank you, Carol. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, everybody. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you so much. Yeah, okay, let me find my other. Here's the calendar. And then our first Valentine card. Oh, okay, reminder about the ordering special for the one that closes on Monday. If you place an order of $50 or more before shipping and tax, you're going to get your celebration item, depending on the amount of your order. But I'll also send you the kits for these 3 projects, okay? The card, the calendar, and this, okay? And if you don't have the stamp set or you can use whatever you have and put them together. It will work. Also, for celebration, with every $100 on a single order, I'm going to send you a $10 gift certificate to use toward off your total order in March. Okay, so thank you so much for being with me. I hope I will be back. It's looking like that Thursday mornings are working okay instead of Tuesday mornings. So I may switch to Thursdays from now on, and then just throw in surprise lives or schedule something else. So anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. If you need a catalog, let me know. Y'all have a great day, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.